Maria here, and this is me checking on you and delivering some real estate news. So nobody knows for sure what's going on to happen with Vancouver Real Estate once the door for businesses will be open, maybe in the middle of May or June, to be optimistic. But I know for sure that the market was very strong up to March 15, and now many realtors they put their business on pause. Is the market going to be the same as it was prior to COVID-19? Probably not, but I think it will stay pretty strong for a number of reasons. First, the low interest mortgage rates, and they will stay low for the period of time. Second, there is not enough inventory out there. And third, there are 3 buyers for every seller. It will take time to pick up to its full speed, but after that, the business will be as usual. And if it drops 10-15%, use it as a buying window, especially if you're planning to hold the property for a longer time. Real estate in Vancouver is safe, always recovering, and go up with value. Now, I would like to share with you the results of a survey that was recently held by Real Estate Weekly. Around 640 realtors with experience over 10 years participated in it. It means they are very knowledgeable, have been in the industry for a while, and know what they are talking about. Let's look into the listings impact. 92% are currently experiencing a negative impact to new listings. 44% have seen a very negative impact, and 48% have seen a negative impact. There is a slight improvement in the expected impact, 34% from very negative to 56% negative. They also reported that 40% of sellers have chosen to withdraw a listing. Let's look at the sales impact. 39% reporting lost sales as a direct result of COVID-19. 47% have seen a very negative impact, while a further 44% have seen a negative impact to their sales volume. 61% reported they had not yet lost any sales as the result of the crisis. Now let's look into impact and recovery time. Direct impact is expected to be between 3 to 6 months, with an expected recovery between 6 to 12 months. 51% believe the direct impact of the COVID-19 will be over 6 months. However, a large portion of 49% realtors believe we may still be feeling the direct effects beyond 6 months. The vast majority of 63% of realtors believe the recovery will take anywhere between 6 to 18 months. In March, 1 million jobs have been lost, which is very, very sad, and I think the numbers will be substantially bigger, but for a short period of time. The difference between 2008 and now is that now we know when we will come back. Many economists think that it will be probably a year from now with the implementation of vaccine, but in 2008 we had no idea. The July and August is when we start to see the recovery. Good news that some provinces announced that they're going slowly to open up their businesses in the middle of May. Also, the last week we see that the mortgage rate is going down and they will stay low for quite some time. It is a great time for restructuring your debt, and also it will give us a continuous push which we had before the March 15. Also, many people have been requesting to defer their mortgage payments, and major banks have been compliant with that up to about 6 months. Keep in mind, those money are not free, and you have to pay the interest tied up to your mortgage at the end of the term. But if you don't have the money, this is a great break while you're on the break. But the most challenging thing is to get through and reach the bank, because they're averaging around 20,000 phone calls per day. Amazing thing about COVID-19 that banks finally adopted technologies, and they're doing e-signatures right now, which they haven't done before. And some of the major banks, they have an online link, and you can do this deferral program online without testing your patience. Bank appraisers gone virtual. They have no right to go inside the property if the property is tenanted. They are checking the photos, videos, and maybe they drive by the neighborhood as well. That's great. Lawyers are the lawyers, and they always choose the way they want to work. So they have the most flexibility here. Some of them really went virtual, so they're meeting through Zoom and then doing e-signature of the documents, and some of them are still enjoying face-to-face conversations with some safety measurements. If you were approved for the mortgage and then COVID-19 came into our life and you unfortunately maybe lost your job, I would suggest don't go ahead with the search of the property, because the banks, they will go back and they might not grant you this pre-approval. So don't be stressed out about that and just put it on pause for a little bit more certain time. Self-isolation time can be also a time of self-development, self-reflecting, a time to spend it with the loved ones. The world will never be the same, but it will be still a beautiful place. Make it count.